Could this be the best super trainer on the market? I think it could be, but it comes with two major flaws. If you can get over these two major flaws, then this is an absolute beginner runner, any runner, slower runner, bigger runner. This is any runner banger. This is the On Lightspray Cloudmonster 3 Hyper. Hey everybody, welcome back to Reef to Ridge Running, and today I will be giving my first impressions on the On Lightspray Cloudmonster 3 Hyper. These shoe names are getting so long now. Now, this is On's premier super trainer. You could also call it a premium super trainer. And I'll go ahead and throw the stats up maybe right here, for you guys to go ahead and pause and read. This is just the first impressions, but this will unfortunately be the only impressions because I have to return this. I have to return this, or I have to sell it because this is just the wrong fit for me. I got a size 12. I'm normally in between an 11.5 and a 12. I usually race in a 12. So when I saw these on sale in the Supwell app, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it because I really wanted to try these. And I thought these could very well be my long run, my tempo trainers. And while the ride quality itself is so supreme, I could not get over the amount of heel slip I had. So it doesn't help that this is how you're supposed to fit your shoe, or fit into your shoe, excuse me, but there's also no structure. And with that no structure came a lot of heel slip. I'm pretty sure if I got this in my true to size in 11.5, that it wouldn't be an issue, and I would have a much more enjoyable experience. Now, did this deter from the ride quality? A little bit, because when I'm getting into these later miles, I put around 10 to 12 miles on these already, and I would say it did affect the ride quality a little, especially into the later miles, because of the heel slip. And because of that heel slip, I was getting this ridge right around here banging up against my ankle, and that made for a pretty uncomfortable experience. Now, was it uncomfortable enough for me to stop the run and take these shoes off and throw them across the field? No, of course not. Like, this super trainer is so good. If you could dial in the fit just right, then this is a banger of a shoe. Definitely one of the top super trainers in 2026. But if you are the type that is in between sizes, like I am, 11.5 to a 12, then maybe the bigger size, i.e. size 12, maybe going true to size is best. Now that's out of the way, I can go ahead and tell you everything that I loved about this shoe. Now, this Helion HF foam right on this layer, this is so comfortable, so bouncy. This is On's race foam, and it is so comfortable underfoot, and you get a pretty high stack of it. You also get the Lightspray upper, so it is super lightweight. It is super lightweight, just like you would want a super trainer to be. And the crazy thing about it is the CloudTech, these little pods, this is the EVA carrier foam that is supposed to provide that maximum durability, that maximum protection, and it actually does. But the thing that On does so great with this is that the carrier foam does not get in the way, or it doesn't mute the ride of the Helion HF. So this is the yellow foam right here, the CloudTech pods. These are On's regular Helion foam, and this white part right here is Helion HF, which is On's racing foam. Now you can see On has put a full coverage of rubber on the bottom of the shoe, which has worked in most conditions I ran in. I ran this in slightly wet conditions. It hasn't been really that wet here in Oklahoma, and for the most part, running through a puddle or running through a slick road was no problem for these shoes. Again, if you could get the fit right, it'll be even better. So I say all of that to say this. Is this worth $280? This is a $280 shoe. There is On's race shoe, newest racing shoe, the On Cloudboom Strike 2 that just came out, that just released. I think it's still available for pre-order, I believe. So maybe not released? We'll see. But that is going for $250. Now the Lightspray version of this is going for upwards of $300. This is a super trainer for $280. Now, can you find a better super trainer for cheap? Of course. You got the Mega Blast. The Mega Blast is about $225. You got the Rad UFO, which is $200 on their website. And let me see. And there is a new release that's actually a contender of the shoe of the year, which is a Spectre 3. So, where would this fit in your rotation, especially as a beginner runner, as a slower runner? Do you really need this in your rotation? Quick answer is no. But to all of my shoe sickos out there, do you need this in your rotation? One, yes. If you were a true shoe sicko, and if you got the money and you could afford it, then hey, why not? Try it out. But I don't think you need this as a part of your rotation. But those are just my thoughts. Again, I am not one to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just here to provide you insight on the ride quality, the materials that are used, and how I feel in them as a beginner runner myself. So that's gonna do it, guys. I appreciate you watching. I apologize, I haven't posted in a while. I've really been out of the loop for the past couple of days, and this hasn't really been the best week. I was sick for I think Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm just recovering, and I got a 10K race tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Still gonna give it my best, and as always, what I'm gonna do and what I hope you guys would do is keep flying.